Matt's twin brother, and I guess for today, the best man. So, go Cox. And seriously, what a joy and honor this is, Matt and Erica. So, I will say I'm a talker, and I promise this is my truncated version. So bear with me. We'll kind of get through this together. But if you can't tell by just looking at us, Matt and I are very different. While we have a great relationship now, that was not always the case. And I didn't hear his vows earlier, by the way, and so there's going to be a lot of themes that you probably heard today. Listen, we're minutes apart in age, and inherently we did everything growing up together. Grade school, preschool, and then Matt went to School of the Arts. And that's when I really started to notice he started to blossom. He had a different group of friends, and he started to, again, blossom within his own sphere of influence. While I was always into sports, country music, being outside and fishing, Matt, with RJ and Chap and others, was always into filming vampire movies, reading really long, boring books, doing science experiments, and listening to what I thought sounded like death metal, which is really just a bunch of pots and pans hanging together and screaming in the background. I think we always loved and respected each other, but because we were the same age, we're so different, we argued constantly. Everything was always a competition. Mom's favorite line to us was always what? It's not a competition. Cover your ears, kids, that's bullshit. It was always a competition. Yes. From their number of friends, the popularity, the grades, mom and dad's attention, who was taller, who could beat the Pokemon game quicker. I can go on and on. There's times we'd fist fight and it got rough at times. So we all know Matt's great intelligence. And I believe we always push each other in academics. In fact, I think I deserve most of the credit for Matt's academic success. He was known to sleep through class in high school and get the highest grade on literally every test. He graduated the top 10 people in our class, and I didn't break the top 100. He got a double major from College Charleston and a PhD, as we all know, from UPenn. At the same time, I got a stupid degree from business from a public school in South Carolina. Matt writes research essays that are published internationally in top academic publications to be cited and critiqued by some of the world's most impressive scientists. I literally cannot understand the synopsis, or what do you call it? The abstract of the essays. I don't even know that freaking word. So for the first time in a public setting, we're going to address who, quote unquote, won the intelligence competition. And it's quite evident, it's me. So hear me out. Matt spent all of that time and all of those sleepless nights and everything, editing, writing, re-editing, to get credit for the intellectual man he deserves. All I got to do is tell people my twin brother went to UPenn. And I didn't do a damn thing. In all seriousness, Matt and I took a big step together in our relationship in high school and again in college. We had our own groups of friends, hobbies, interests, and the huge size of our high school finally allowed us to have our own domain without being constantly compared to each other. By the way, we're about halfway through, so just take a step. So as an outsider, watching Matt, I've been able to observe some of his best qualities. His big heart for people, his adoration for Erica, his deep friendship with people, love for all of our siblings, specifically our nephews and nieces, and him always challenging our family to be the best we can be, individually and as a unit. Everything he does in life has a very logical and regimented reason for doing so, including what I found out today, when he drinks his caffeine, how much water he puts salt in his water in the morning, to shed all of this stuff. Yeah, ask him about it. That's a true story, happened today. He's always down for exploration and trying to figure out that next adventure. From hiking, biking stupid lengths, growing his own fruit, apparently branding his own coasters, trying to figure out the stock market. That did not go well. He's a capitalist at heart, we know that. Buying a house, and his adventures go on and on. So one way Matt and I have always been very similar. We're both very picky when it comes to the girls in our lives, even though we have different tastes. We also seem to have on and off girlfriends through college and mostly took a break from dating after college. Matt texted me one day a few years ago out of the blue and said, hey, quote unquote, I just want to check in. But quickly I knew there was a reason he was reaching out. He wanted advice on something. There was a girl he had come to have a huge crush on, but she just continued to blow him off. My advice to him was to avoid what is the ultimate kryptonite for my brothers, Matt and RJ. And as once we're interested in a girl, we commit. Really, we commit. And boy, do we commit. We're capable of drowning someone in texts and phone calls and overthinking everything. Every time he called me, I'd make him promise he wouldn't double text this girl, meaning text him twice in a row without a response, or say anything serious. Keep it high level, keep it fun. Then the next day, every single time, he'd call me, I screwed up, I couldn't help myself. Well, now what? I'm waiting on her to text me back. And by the way, this happened like every day for months. So he was sending me pictures of this beautiful girl, so I understood the attraction, but also knew he needed to play the game. He apparently finally wore her down, and this is impressive. I gotta give him credit. So he planned this entire like multi-state round robin trip to go see all of his friends, with the culmination being at Erica's hometown, wherever he lived at the time. And so finally,
State College.
Oh, in State College. Yeah. Which, by the way, we had as a family had never been to State College. There was no reason to come here. And so there it was. He wore her down. And next thing we knew, she was coming down to meet the family. And that's a big step, because our family's crazy. And to be fair, after meeting your mom yesterday, I know that Erica's family's got a little bit crazy. All right, we'll get serious and I'll wrap it up. But so when I first met Erica, it was obvious she was a great fit for Matt. She's beautiful on the inside and out. Her calm presence, intellectual curiosity, considerate nature, and care for my brother made it obvious that this wasn't just another girlfriend. Erica supports Matt, and it's something I dearly admire. Ultimately, this is also freaking cool. Matt gave up an opportunity to go work and study at Cambridge in London, all for this girl that I didn't know. So I didn't care. I thought it was stupid. And it all makes sense. Erica, I'm impressed with how you challenge Matt and make him a better person. The two of you are a team, and it shows. So Erica, as you take the baton from me as being Matt's closest witness to life, there are a few things I can guarantee. Matt will always be there for you. He'll challenge you to become a better person, a lot of times stubbornly. He'll be adventurous. He'll talk you into getting out of your comfort zone. He'll ground most of his decisions in logic and reason, and will admit, although much later, if he was wrong, and he'll laugh at himself. Fine. I've never seen him light up about anyone in his life like he has about you. Matt. This isn't normal. I couldn't be prouder to call you my twin. And Erica, I couldn't be more excited for you to join our family and become my sister. I'm thrilled to see how you two will continue to grow together. So let's raise a glass. Here's to your future success as a power couple. Here's to a lifetime of joy, laughter, and adventure together. I love you guys. Cheers.